So what we've been working on recently is, I had you working on, this is the way I get my pad to angle for match grip. Got a little lift in on one of the legs. So we're working on singles. I gave you a little chart to work on, and because we noticed certain things at your last lesson that I pointed out weren't in keeping with this technique. And so why don't we start simply by playing? Let me hear it. Now, go ahead and put the metronome on at 40.
Yeah.
I had you at what, 40 to 48, if I recall, right?
I'll play it for you. I'll show you what I was doing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Joe, I realize I made the mistake of not giving you the note value relative to the metronome.
Right.
And I thought I had you playing, so I apologize for that. I thought I had you playing 16th notes.
Right. I was playing it as quarter notes. I can play the 16th notes right now.
Well, why don't you play it as you played it?
Okay.
So you're going to play the chart that I provided you with regards to singles. We talked about certain technical aspects, and without discussing them right now, let's just see how your hands look. Let's see how it's working.
Now I'm back to double forte. Mezzo forte. Piano. And that's what I would loop.
Well, it's gotten better.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. What I can point out to you, the things you want to look for at this point, is when you went to your maximum wrist turn, the hand that wasn't playing started to move around.
Right, right.
And the hand that was playing maximum wrist turn wasn't coming to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Started creeping up. So you lost your floor. So I'm not quite sure about the interaction. I wasn't quite sure whether or not you were actually leading with your wrist when you went to you know, double forte, maximum return.
Well,
Well, we'll get there.
my double forte was right here, and I was just remembering how you said when you turn higher, just letting the forearm follow that a little bit, and then the whole idea of the butt end of the stick just slightly moving away from the palm of the hand. This is my triple forte here.
No, just for now. Just for now, let's just come up so that we're in this position.
Okay.
All right.
With the tip of the stick pointing at the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. What do you feel the stick want to do? Where does it want to go right now? See how relaxed that is?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Where does the stick want to go?
Well, it can go further back this way.
That's not quite where I'm coming from. What I'm talking about is the stick wants to go like this. Right? Can you feel it?
Yes.
You know the baseball players that they'll take their bats and they'll balance them, right? So this position, this is where I want I want you to go to. Okay. Okay. See how relaxed that is? Notice how important it is. Really, the only thing holding, and I've talked to you about this. Really, it's away from the palm. If we come up with some momentum, right? And so really the only thing, if you were to let go of your first finger and thumb, what would happen? Almost didn't happen, but good, right? Because really the only thing holding the stick, right, is the first finger and thumb, and it's just, I can feel my fingers on the stick, but you're not holding with them, so that if you let go with your first finger and thumb, nothing happens. Right, that's what happens. Right, we're in this position, which feels very different than this position, doesn't it? Feel how much heavier the stick feels here?
Yeah.
Do you? Isn't it interesting, right? It has a different kind of quality. It doesn't feel as heavy. You're somehow countervailing the weight of the stick perfectly in this position. Right? Now down here, you're holding this thing up. Okay, so we want to be aware of that. Now, what would happen if you were to put the metronome on at well, keep the metronome at 40, but let's hear it. That's cool what you did. I mean, that is very disciplined to just play that slowly and keep track of your body and keep track of the sound, right? Sound is important.
It was easier. What's interesting is that it was easier when I found it easier when I did it facing my drum kit, and the mirror was facing me, because it was reflecting. I was using this as a bit of a gauge for the stick height.
I know.
Yeah, and it's but I think it's one of those things that has to be, you have to internalize. Like, say if you're playing at mezzo forte, you've got to know what that feels like. And like you said, getting back to the floor.
Good. Not bad. Not bad.
I feel that's better. I don't know why I started losing it when I was coming up here. Yeah, I caught myself there. That's interesting. See, now I feel feet to butt parallel to the pad.
See, that's the floor.
Yeah.
Because you've decided it's the floor. If you want to start at this position, whatever position you start in, that's your floor. And typically it's half an inch to a parallel, the stick parallel to the playing surface, be the butt end. Half an inch or an inch. You have to decide, or somewhere, but once you decide, that's it. So what happens now if we play 16th notes at 40?
You may have mentioned that last week. I guess I misinterpreted.
Really doesn't matter right now, because the meditative quality of playing it that slow was really good for you.
Okay, let me see something here. Yeah, there was. Yeah, you didn't mention subdividing 16ths, so I played it as quarter note.
What I'm saying. Okay, go ahead. And 16th at 40. See, this is what, maximum risks. See what it looks like? Right here. Then you're getting into potentially arms and shoulders.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So I'm not quite, that's what remember I said, I'm not quite convinced you're really leading with your wrist. This is what it looks like. This is what, and this is what it sounds like. And you notice I was able to speed it up. And that could not get all tight and freaky. There may be more pressure in the hand. Certain things happen, but you're always trying to stay as relaxed as possible. It was Richard.
Should I play? Should I play like a bar of each dynamic level?
No, I don't mind right now. You just playing by feel.
Okay.
I don't want the distraction of creating a chart like that. I just want you to feel. I want you to feel certain things, and so, what does it feel like to really let the stick come up? And when you come down, where do you feel it? See, what I was going to say to you is, with regards to not introducing anything that doesn't need to be introduced, like the use of the arm, when it's not anything but a wrist turn, Martinez would say he's trying to feel nothing. He's trying to feel as little as possible.
That, like, as I do that, I find I'm doing that entirely as a wrist turn.
So my question to you is, where do you feel it when you land?
I really feel things in the channel, the guide fingers between the thumb and forefinger.
Feel it between the thumb and the first finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in the middle as well.
You could direct the energy to the first finger and thumb, but I thought this was supposed to be a 3-finger grip.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Well, remember Carlos said, I think the fulcrum could be somewhere in between the 3 fingers. Might be one way of looking at it. Dick Wilson would talk about the fulcrum being in the middle finger, not first finger and thumb. So if you're thinking first finger and thumb, well, interestingly, what you think will have a certain causational effect. Right, so that you're thinking it becomes your playing. So go ahead and try thinking of it somewhere in between the first finger and thumb and the middle, somewhere in between.
Okay.
Feel it forward, but not all the way forward to the thumb and first finger.
All right. You want me to play the 16ths again?
No, I just want you to. It was the problem was about your maximum wrist turn. And by the way, when you were demonstrating and trying to feel, experimenting with where you felt the stick in the hand when you landed, yeah. You weren't maintaining the same wrist turn. You weren't coming up pointing to the ceiling, and the left barely. It was really right. You never quite got to there, and the left was always somewhere in forte land. Mm-hmm. You're going to practice this. We're talking about figuring out what is going on with your maximum wrist turn. Maintain the experiment. Good. Okay, so we want to keep moving. Good. Consider all these different. Well, I'm giving you pointers. You know, I'm providing different aspects of your playing that you need to focus on. Okay, so that's coming along. This week we're going to work on pianissimo up to maximum wrist turn and then back down again, or you can create a loop if you'd like. We don't want to go past. Okay. We don't want to go past pointing to the ceiling, or now we're going to feel the stick. See, now we're going to feel the weight of the stick want to go behind us. Right? We don't want to go there right now. Okay. Murray Spivak talks about making a throw, and he gets Louis Bellson to says you're going to go up, and now you're going to follow it up. And then you're going to cock your wrist again for if you want more volume, and so suddenly he's got Louis all the way back here. That's not what we want. We're not making a Murray Spivak throw either. So I just want you to get the feeling of a maximum wrist turn. Okay, there's maximum wrist turn, and it comes all the way to the floor. See, it just looks like this. Here, just take the stick out of your hand. Good. Okay, just this. Okay. There's nothing to do other than hold the stick with the grip, right? And turn your wrist, right? And then it comes down. And it's one smooth, fluid motion. Let's see.
Yeah, you've got a bit of forearm following the hand upward when you get to that maximum height.
My hand feels more open at the top, doesn't it? Did yours? With no stick in your hand. Right? And then what happens? See? Doesn't it? But the stick opened it, but so we're mimicking. It's a little way from the palm now, and then it's going to go down. What happened in your hand?
I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of recreate what it feels like to have to stick in the hand. So I've got the 3-point grip.
You see, yes, there's a 3-point grip, but all my fingers are on the stick. Even though I know it's here, I could do it without the other things, but right, it's just has the potential of really laying in my hand, right?
Right, I see what you're saying, yeah.
See how it's a little bit, see how it's a little bit open?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I come down, now look at my hand. Does it look like it did up here?
No.
Not quite, does it? You're down. What does it feel like when you're at the floor? Feels like that, doesn't it? Go ahead and put a stick in your hand and get to know what it feels like, what your hand feels like at the floor. Yeah, I know it's a 3-finger grip. Right? But doesn't it feel like that? Don't you feel the potential of the 3-finger grip? You can direct the energy to that 3-finger grip. You were directing the energy to the first finger and thumb a minute ago. But when you're up here, where is it? Well, the hand feels different. It's more, you want to be careful because you haven't closed it, but you're at the floor in this position, and then when you're up here, the hand is slightly is open a little bit. So take the stick out of your hand. I just want you to feel this. You're here. Oh, okay. You're here, right? You've come up, and now you're coming down. And you've got that feeling of being at the floor. Isn't the hand a little more closed when you're at the floor? It doesn't have to be different than it was when the stick opened it up. Remember? It's opened up a little. Now just come slowly. Come down to the floor. Don't you? Right? It feels different down there. You're closed. You haven't closed it. You're in a different position. That's the position you're in there. Just go ahead and turn your wrist and feel that. Make a strike. And don't go past pointing to the ceiling. No, too high. And it's the wrist that brings it up. It's the wrist, not the arm. The wrist. You're thinking about the grip, right? But you don't stop. You have to come up, catch the energy, and let it come back down. Don't come up too high. Feel the difference?
Yes.
You're not doing anything. See, the body will do that for you. You're not opening your hand or closing your hand, and yet that happens. There it is. There. Okay, so I want you to consider that. I'll make those notes for you, okay? As a reminder. The bullet point reminders. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll take it from 40 to 48. Okay, so I want to keep moving because you made some good progress there. Now we were playing the
lesson number 25.
But I had you at about, I think I had you at 40.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're at 40. Okay, well, let's hear it.
It's been getting better. Do you want me to do like right hand lead, then left hand lead, and then alternating?
Let's start with the first iteration.
Okay. It's echoing.
Other way. Open this. See how nice and relaxed it is? going along. Go ahead and put the metronome up to 48. Now we're back to the first iteration. Right? Left is playing the Poggiatura.
Yeah, okay.
Other way. Both ways. Not bad. It's coming along. So go ahead and put it up to. Go ahead and put it up to. We haven't played the third iteration. That's the fourth iteration.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go. That's okay though. Go ahead and put that up to. Put it up to 60. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Other way. Both ways. Alternating drags. Alternating drags. Keep going. Keep that going for me. I'm good. I'm just good though. It's fine. You can play it that way. But I'm just turning from. I'm turning from parallel. That's why I can start to get it to go faster. Ah, you're stopping up. See, you came back down when you were done. You ended up stopping here. You went.
Yeah. I just tried it.
Yeah, it was okay. You see this, you're so close. All the speed in the world is there, right? You've been playing so long, right? I get it. Well, look how good your grip looks. Your arms are nice and much more relaxed today. It's good, man. There you go. You did getting it. Your grip is even better now on the left than it was when you were playing singles. Whatever was happening, having to play the two notes on the rebound as the poggiatura in the left maybe helped you form your grip. Okay, so go ahead and play alternating drags again for me.
At 60 beats
Yeah.
per minute?
Yeah, exactly.
We're playing those as eighth notes.
Hold on. I want to see a downstroke in your right. By the way, it's been working pretty good. Yeah, see, that's where it stops. Do that again. Yeah, see where it stops? It's not stopping there when you go to play alternating drags. I don't know why. Oh, that's that book. Yeah, you're not feeling that. You're not feeling that in your throw. Yeah. Just like you're feeling the floor when you went to maximum risk in your singles. When you're playing this stroke, you're not finding the floor in your particular in both hands. Now we're focused on the right. I think it was worse. There, if you need to slow it down, what are you playing it as quarters now?
I'm playing as quarters at 60. Yeah.
Do that. There you go. Not bad. See, it stops down. Don't lift it up though. Now you just turn from there. Here.
Kevin, I'm going to attempt eighth notes, okay?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'll stay to the quarter. I'll stay with quarters.
Stay with me. It looks like. Look at my right. Flat, and it goes like this. Flat, and then it bends forward. And when it bends forward, wait, stay with me. Hold on. You concentrated on bending forward. It was just like for some reason it didn't lead you up. Remember, Murray would say, "You're so close to the surface, you can't help but make a note." See, once I make the note, I follow it up. I don't go tap and then go up. Not at this speed. So go ahead and play. There you go. Follows it up. You follow it up. No, you don't lift. You're just making a throw. You're just making a throw, and you happen to be so close to the surface that you can't help but make a note. Come up to the right. Come on up now. 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 But I'm still getting the bottom of the bead. You don't want to yank it up, but you're not following it up. You're getting the bottom of the bead on the up. Dick Wilson would say that over and over. Bottom of the bead on the up. Yeah. So and then you fall. Here, just make a tap and follow it up. Don't lift it. You only drop it down. There. Follow it up. See, it goes right up. Dropping it down motivates it to go up. There. Now play two notes. 2 notes. Just dropping it down. You don't get to lift up. Okay. Okay, so I think what's happening, Joe, see, this is a small piece of what you called the puzzle. It's not in place. So you'll never have a full picture, a full representation. Hey, it's great, but you're missing the one piece. I don't know where it went. Magnifying glass, trying to find that one mysterious piece that fell into the black hole. So that means you're missing something. That means that you're not really feeling how are you ever going to get that? You know? How are you ever going to get that if you're lifting up before you make the up? And I think the reason you're lifting up to make the up when you go to play, you were okay when you're just playing one note. But for you, you need more momentum behind the stroke to get 2 notes. So you think that you need to lift it up to get 2 notes, but you don't. You can get 2 notes right from there. Right from there. And then you follow that up. See? Watch. Look. I'm going up. Going up. Up. I'm going to come back down. Up. Up. Down. 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 And it just goes faster. Faster. Right? You're right here just doing this. Up and then down. 2 notes, down. So you're getting up and down. We're making music through emotions. You got one. You got one. That's all you need. You've got the weight of your hand. You've got the weight of the stick. Right? And you're just applying force from this position, and there's the potential for rebound, the force provided by the surface. See? That's all you need for 2 notes, 2 little notes. Go ahead, make 2 little notes from there. Try it again. No, you lifted it up first. Yeah, see, you really have to be at the floor. Show me where the floor is. Well, that's where you're going to play from. You don't get to lift up to play from there. There you go. You're not quite sure how to, almost. That's all. That's all. Go ahead and now follow that up. Go on, do it again. You don't get to lift up. Have the discipline not to lift up. You lift it up. Watch. Just turning. This will go slow, right? But see, there's force here, and then watch, because I'm bending forward, getting this little note. I just follow that momentum up. I follow that little bend up. Okay. Happening in the left too. Watch. Giddy up. Watch. Giddy up. I'm like, okay, right? So it says, giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. It's like Kramer on Seinfeld. Right? See what it looks like? So you go. See? Now I'm playing the 25th rudiment. So I'm just turning from parallel. So this would be a good exercise. So you're at 60?
Yeah, I have the metronome set to 60 now.
Put it back on and I'll give you another cool exercise. Okay, so we've got da ra ba da ra 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 sorry, or just go one way, and then the other way, and then how do you get it? And you go back to alternating drags, and then you're going to go both ways. Okay, so that's your new little chart. Try it. See if you can do that. Maybe 60 is a little too fast, or see, but where this is leading, it's about trying to play from parallel.
Yeah.
And getting all the motions. No, it's twice as fast. I need eighth note flams. Might be too fast. We'll see. It wants to stop high. You notice? See where you're right? Concentrate on your right. That's why you want a mirror. Stare directly at your right. Stop. Now, when you're alone on your own, thinking about these things, and you notice that the right stops up, that's the first part, right? That you notice. Then, to fix it, you want to just play a downstroke. Remind yourself. Go ahead and play a downstroke and see what it feels like to get to the floor. That's what it should feel like. That's what it's going to feel like every time. Ra, 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 ra. So it's just doing this. It's real slow. That's it, every time. I mean, just with a stick, whatever hand you're in, right? And then it makes that little note on the way up. But you've got to feel it's this speed where you're playing downstrokes. So maybe you want to play downstrokes at this speed. Okay, so the idea isn't to change the experiment, and so that your attempt to get to the floor in between. So for you to get to the floor now what you start to do is you make a little throw. Maybe if I make a little throw, now I can get to the floor. Well, you should be able to get to the floor here too, right? And here. And here, and here. See, it always comes to the floor. You can't cheat and not come up because you can't cheat. So be aware of that. Okay, so this is your new start. We're going to get into the fourth iteration, but not today. This is plenty for you to think about because you won't stop your right low, but you become aware of it so that now you can notice it. You've got your mirror, which is really cool. So I want you to continue working, but we've cranked this up to your 60, and I've given you this little chart that will help you.
So what exactly, like I'm playing eighth note drags, and then I'm going into lesson 25, like. How many measures of the eighth note drags am I doing?
Until you feel comfortable, until you can really look at yourself in the mirror and say, my right is stopping low, and I'm just turning, and you're not stopping up. So we need to slow it down. So 60 is your cap. We're going to start at 40 and crank it up. Try it at 40 once. Because I want to get you into one more thing here. You're not stopping down. You're not stopping down. It is. And then don't lift up for the Apatotora. There. You can do it. You have to constant focus. So right down. There. Okay. You see, it takes that little concentration.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so now, where did I get your doubles up to? No showing off quite yet. Let's see where the doubles.
Well, I was doing the roll, like, this is what I was practicing with that. I was doing 7, 5, 9, 11, 13, and 15 every day.
What did we get you up to?
I was playing at 60. I was playing them at 60.
All right, that's the same tempo. Okay. Of course, they're not going to be. Well, first of all, you're on the wrist. Okay. So let's see doubles at 60 on the wrist. 16 notes.
Yeah.
Stop. Joe, it is so interesting, you know, and as a teacher yourself, you'll find this particularly interesting. Look at your left arm. It's not that bad. I'm exaggerating, but it's your left. Somehow you went from your left has been really pretty good all day. It's kind of just hanging. You're making strokes, right? And your left has just been hanging. It's just hanging. Look, just hangs and hangs. Look, now we're gonna play this. I got up. It's just hanging. Okay, so somehow for you, doubles means my left arm has to go out and back a little bit. Dick would call it something like you're playing like the chicken.
Right.
Like that. Just be hang loose. This is pretty slow for doubles on the wrist. Arms. Okay, all it is just this over and over. Just over and over. We don't want to get the arm, see, we don't want to get the arm tight. Because look, if the arm is tight, then we can't go like this. How are you going to do that? With your arm all tight. Right? So we want to be loose so we can move. Okay, try it again. Okay, bring it up in volume. Loose. Just one. Just one. Your arm. Like that. And don't do anything with your arm, Joe. Don't get into this. Just be aware that it's one smooth motion. Just remind yourself of what this feels like. Remind yourself. Right. Okay. Just come up to here and remind yourself of what it feels like to come up to here. Not quite so high. Just right to here. Go higher. That's all it is. Do that in your left. The arm doesn't need to be tight to do that, does it? Watch. What? Is your arm tight? Your arm need to be like this or like this. It's just this. If you have your thumb too far forward as you land, then you're not going to feel it in that 3-finger grip in the way you did before, right? So the thumbs can't start creeping up back to the plus sign. Okay, you want it to fall and be. You want to remember it's laying in the whole hand, but when you impact, you are looking for today's lesson. You're looking for somewhere, the Carlos thing, somewhere in between the 3 fingers, right? 3-finger grip. Don't lead with your arm. No, don't forget that. Just don't come up so high. Your grip is much better. See, your grip is back. Your grip is back. It's laying in the hand. Plus, when you land, you'll feel it somewhere in between the 3 fingers. See? Now your grip is back. Go ahead and slide your thumb forward just for fun. Don't start getting into that. Ruins it. See? Ruins it. There. That's where you want it to land. Okay, and you're just going to come up to here and turn. There you go. See, now give me 2 of those. Look how loose your arm is. See, now your arm's not all freaky. That's how it is. Don't creep your thumb up or you won't feel it in the Carlos thing. Finger, Carlos, fulcrum. There it is, better. That's all it is. Look, it's coming right to the floor. Right in the floor. You can make one of those little ups that I just worked on with you. From there, you could just a little tap and go right up. Yeah, see? You're at the floor and you're going to be moving around this. Thank you, Richard Martinez. This fixed point in the universe. This is what we're moving around. Okay? This is what we always come back to. So that if we want to move, we're going to be moving around this. Okay? Okay? All right. Again, doubles. Just give me a medium. I don't care where you just play doubles. We'll figure it out. But watch your grip in the left. Okay? More turned over. Yeah. Good. Remind yourself, what does one wrist turn in the left feel like? Okay. You're just going to come up to the same height. Don't change your experiment. Up. A little. Yeah, that's fine. There. That's what it feels. Don't do anything weird. Are you feeling it when you land? Are you feeling it in the Carlos location?
Oh yeah, I mean the middle finger and.
Good. But see, your grip's getting better. That's there. And it's also laying in the hand. Go ahead and take your thumb off. Take your thumb. Take, there you go. But it's you have fulcrum awareness. And when you make impact, upon impact, you should feel it somewhere in there. Okay, not in the back of the hand, not in the first finger and thumb. That's not what we're looking for. Okay, there's your grip. Now go ahead and put the metronome up to, put it up to 80. See what happens here at 80. Keep everything in mind that we just talked about. Go ahead. Be able to break it down. stay here, stay in this range, stay here. It's tough to get a world where maybe it wants to rebound. Can you feel the intensity? Wrist or rebound. Really easy. See, it's very relaxed. Go ahead.
That's on the wrist. I'm feeling more rebound there.
And speeding up. You have to keep the tempo.
Yeah, okay, let me do it with the metronome.
Get it to rebound. Oh, Toronto, come in. Okay, so again, we found another glitch in your technique. I know, because I've seen you like fly playing doubles really fast. Why can't you play them slow? There's something wrong. There's something you're missing, right? This is awesome. We figured out, okay, I wanted to get to this today for you. Okay. Right, so first thing to be aware of, I remember Dick Wilson once saying, as I played stick control, he said, if you're gonna play that loud, now this is without having real development. He said, if you want to turn those into doubles, you're going to want to not perhaps play the first note too loud, or it'll be hard for you to get the second note as a rebound. He said, now that said, you can see that, see, I'm turning higher than Dick would have maybe suggested. See, either can turn into, but you should stay with me now. Here's wrist, and now I'm turning higher. But you see, for some reason, even though I'm turning higher, and I have more volume, I don't sound as kind of I don't want to use the word stiff, but stiff. See, it has a nice, easy, and yours seems to be like this. Right? And now how are you going to turn, stay with me, how are you going to turn that into doubles? You have to relax your hands, and all you're doing is just this. Watch. See how nice and easy it is? Go ahead and do that with me. Go ahead and do that with me. Don't go slamming down. It's almost, you can use gravity. Just lift it up and it comes down. That's all. And you're going to do 2 of those. It's nice and easy, see? And then, so now, see how nice and easy that is? And you see the knuckles going up and down twice? Watch. Watch the knuckles going down, up and down twice. Just kind of watch me for a second. Just spend some time taking this in. See? See how the knuckles are turning twice? Now when I go to play rebounds, they turn once. Turn. Not turn. One turn, one note, or 2 notes. One note, or 2 notes. See, the first note stops dead. If I just went 1, it just stops. If I don't want to be only 1 note, and I want more than 1 note, now it's going to not stop. It's going to rebound. It's going to do this. When I get to the surface, it's going to do, that little channel that I mentioned? Right? It's going through, it's moving, isn't it doing something like that? See? And you get to hear, doesn't it do something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and you go to play rebounds. So you can't slam playing the wrist, or you'll never be able to dovetail from one to the other. So in other words, you don't have continuity yet. Let's try it again. And it's a little slow for doubles. I get it. I'm challenging you right now. Let's see what happens. More gravity. Gravity. More gravity. Joe, I gotta keep you moving. It's not quite happening yet. You are still turning twice.
Yeah.
And I think you're aware of it. So just stay with me.
You want me to go into rebounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just playing on the wrist there. I hadn't gone into rebound yet.
Okay. I know we're a little ways from each other, so try to pay attention if you can. Keep good periphery vision. So go ahead and just play the wrist turns and then turn them into doubles.
Okay.
I'll play rebound doubles as opposed to wrist turns. See how your left has gone half turned over? The thumbs move forward? So
Yeah.
grip a little bit. Stay with me now. Just stay with me because we're running out of time. And so I want to get you to where I'm trying to take you. Okay? It's really, it's not, it's a little slow for rebounds. Go ahead and put it up to, put the metronome up to 96. And then we're just going to turn those into rebounds. But just one turn. Okay, try to get nice and even. Listen, Joe. Listen. Oops. A big deal. Oops. Didn't have the floor in my right there for a minute. Right back to the floor. Should be able to bring it up. Right? Should be nice and even. I don't practice as much this way, but you see, it does work. It really does.
Yes.
Some bilateral, cross bilateral, whatever that is. Cross bilateral transference, you know. So try it one more time. Go ahead and put the metronome on at 96. And see what I'm doing is I'm getting you into rebounds now. Okay. So let me just hear some doubles on the rebound. Get in there. Watch the left, watch the positioning, don't go into, not bad. Just one turn, one turn. Feel the stick in the Carlos fulcrum when you land. Let it land in the hand. That's all happening. Just play singles at that speed. Play singles.
Okay.
No. Keep the motion. Da 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 da. Single, single, single. Maintain the motion playing singles.
Okay.
Oh, at the same speed as the doubles.
Same speed as the doubles. Well, then.
It's the same speed, not the speed of the notes. The motion.
Motion.
Yeah. Go ahead and play singles as eighth notes. Is that what you're doing? No, that's quarters. Eighths, 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 eighth notes. That's what you're doing, isn't it? Now turn it into doubles. Same motion. Are you really maintaining that motion? See, I'm maintaining the motion.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. One more time. Maintain that motion and let the stick bounce once each hand. It's almost a, there you go, you're back to the floor. Better. Okay, so I'm going to write that up for you, okay?
Okay.
And so, good job today. You see, each lesson you uncover another secret. It's you're learning the secrets of the mystery school.
That's right.
Good job, man.